anxious, bro. Like, just
What,
naturally.
did something happen to you?
Yeah, and I done been through a lot of stuff too when I was younger. My parents argued hella, and there was a lot of things that happened, like, that I seen when I was younger with my parents, them being a young relationship.
So them fighting in front of you?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever get caught up in the middle of it?
Hell yeah. A lot.
Did they ever get aggressive with you?
I mean, I used to get in trouble a lot, and they used to get aggressive with me a lot.
Physically?
So yeah. Whoopings, all that, bro. Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I don't care, bro.
I hate that for you.
I didn't used to just whoop me. I don't care.
Yeah. And was there anything else that happened in your childhood that made you feel bad?
Yeah, bro.
Like what?
Actually, but I was touched when I was younger, bro.
By?
An older person.
Did you tell anybody about it?
I told them, but I won't tell them who it was.
You mentioned that he never told me who it was.
You never told me who it was.
Yeah.
And what'd you do when he told you?
I tried to talk to him. I tried to get him counseling. I took him to get therapy.
Yeah, counseling don't work for me.
He doesn't.
Weed is my counseling, bro. Marijuana doesn't have a negative effect on school.
So what grade are you in?
I'm a junior, but I don't go to school.
Closed captioning provided by
an official.
I truly believe my son is addicted to marijuana. And every time I say that, most people say, you can't get addicted to marijuana. But that is not true. Marijuana is not the way it used to be 20 years ago. The level of THC in marijuana nowadays has hallucinogenic properties. It has a very negative effect on my son. I am so concerned about his brain. I'm sure it's going to have some sort of long-term effect. It's scary.
Well, Crystal and her mother, Carla, are worried that Dominic's path of smoking and vaping marijuana, dealing drugs, could leave him dead or in jail. Dominic says he just wants his family to see the health benefits of marijuana.
I don't know why you doing this. Like,
I want Dr. Phil to change their views on marijuana, how it's used, the effects, the benefits, everything, bro.
like just because I'm coughing, like, damn, this strong, bro. Like, yeah. like,
Looks very medicinal.
Right.
yeah, I'm a cough.
Do you think that marijuana has a negative effect on you at all?
It has negative effects on everybody. All you got to do is look it up.
What kind of negative effects does marijuana have on you, the THC?
Like tiredness, maybe, I guess, and maybe the lung effects.
So what grade are you in?
I'm a junior, but I don't go to school. But the reason why I don't go to school is not because of marijuana.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't go to school is because I was in classes that was way too hard.
So it doesn't have a negative effect on school, but you're not in school.
Yeah, and it doesn't have a negative effect on school. Marijuana doesn't have a negative effect on school.
I want to introduce somebody to join this conversation right now. This is Dr. Hans Breiter. He is a psychiatrist at Northwestern Medicine in Chicago. He's the director of the Northwestern Medicine Warren Wright Adolescent Center. He was co-senior author of a groundbreaking study in contingency with Harvard that linked casual use of marijuana, not heavy use, just casual use of marijuana, to major brain changes. And he joins us now via Skype. Dr. Breiter, it's my honor to meet you, sir.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Well, Dr. Breiter, what he's saying is just simply not true, correct? I mean, he's saying it doesn't have an effect on his motivation, doesn't have an effect on his mental agility, capabilities, doesn't affect school performance.
You're absolutely right, Dr. Phil. I mean, marijuana, if you were to design any compound to affect an academic capabilities, athletic capabilities, I would design THC. I don't know why people persist in thinking it's good for the brain, why it's good for your capabilities, your motivation, your working memory. The scientific data is irrefutable at this point.
My position has long been with young people because brains don't finish growing until at least 25, and I think it actually goes beyond there, that when young people are smoking marijuana, that it can have a profound and deleterious effect on them.